Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 beers. For this list, we've scoured the globe and have narrowed it down to one beer per country that we thought tasted best, sold best, and has had longevity.
I like the way you work it, no diggity, I gotta bag it up.
We've excluded microbrews and craft beers because we've got to draw the line somewhere. Cheers! Now grab your biggest stein and settle in for a drink.
Remember to hold the goblet by the stem, so your hand doesn't warm the beer.
Number 10, Dos Equis.
Don't rush into Cinco. Start with Dos.
Corona may be the favorite of Americans looking to grab a Mexican brew,
Oh, don't you know it's true?
but our pick goes to Dos Equis. First brewed in Mexico in 1897 by German expat Wilhelm Hasse, this versatile blend finally found its way to U.S. beer drinkers in 1973.
Stay thirsty, my friends.
The brand is known mainly for its special lager, which is a light golden beer that goes with just about any meal. Sometimes sweet, sometimes malty, it's the thirst-quenching drink of choice of the most interesting man in the world. You can't go wrong.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis.
Number 9, Samuel Adams. One of the great things about brewing beer is really sourcing and selecting the best ingredients. Though this recipe was first invented in the late 19th century, it didn't hit mainstream US markets for nearly 100 years. And it's a good thing it did, because at the time, there were basically no other craft beers brewed at home.
Smooth, but it does have flavor.
The full-bodied Sam Adams Boston Lager, named for a Boston Tea Party figure and apparent brewer, was first brewed by Jim Koch in 1984, spurring a revolution in the American beer industry.
Sam Adams Oktoberfest, for the love of beer.
With a complex taste that's as balanced as it is bold, it's arguably the best mass-market lager in America.
Beers have come and beers have gone, but one has stayed the course. Sam Adams Boston Lager, independently crafted from the finest everything since 1984. Don't change for us. We won't change for you.
Number 8, Sapporo.
Sapporo.
Though Asahi Draft is another popular Japanese brew, we're going with the country's oldest beer. Named for a large Japanese city, Sapporo was first made in 1876 by German-trained brewer Seibei Nakagawa, using mainly locally sourced ingredients, with a mild flavor reminiscent of bread and grain. Some say the American-made counterpart of this Japanese invention is not huge on taste, but the clear yellow-hued brew is refreshing on a hot day. And this Japanese rice lager is sure to pair well with your next sushi meal. and one of the best-known beers out of Deutschland. This clear yellow lager can trace its origins back to 1873.
Beck's. New label, same great taste. Since 1873.
When it was brewed following the Reinheitsgebot, or German purity law.
I like the way you work it. No diggity. I gotta bag it up.
That means it was made with only a select few ingredients. And even today, the company largely adheres to those rules.
Made with German sapphire hops for our smoothest Becks yet.
Though yeast has been added to the process. Fairly carbonated and pleasantly crisp, Beck's has a fairly fruity flavor that'll have you ordering a second pint in no time. Number 6, Carlsberg.
Carlsberg don't do pub teams. But if they did, they'd probably be the best pub team in the world.
This Pilsner beer is the jewel in this Danish brand's crown. First brewed in 1904 after the company was founded almost 60 years previously, Carlsberg was developed by the son of company founder J.C. Jacobsen, Carl.
J.C. Jacobsen just wouldn't compromise, even on the smallest details. So naturally, when he opened his brewery, he wasn't prepared to compromise on anything.
With a perfect blend of bitter and sweet, this beer features notes of apple and honey.
To deliver a unique, crisp,
A big part of Danish culture. Its logo is even world famous, as designed by Danish architect Torvald Bindesbød.
be proud, to be different.
With its light color and light body, this beer helped make Carlsberg a prominent Danish brand on the world stage.
That calls for a Carlsberg.
Number 5, Stella Artois.
My name is Audrey, and together we will learn the 9 wonderful steps to pour the perfect Stella Artois.
Brewed for the first time in Leuven, Belgium in 1926 as a seasonal Christmas brew, Stella is one of the best-selling beers anywhere. And coming from a country known for its amazing beer making, this is the one that stands out as it's known across the world.
S'il vous plaît, une Stella Artois.
Whether on tap or from the bottle, this clear and sweet lager is said to be made using superior techniques.
What if you don't have a skimmer? Can you use something else?
No, a skimmer is the only thing you can use.
Coming from a brewery that may have existed as far back as 1366, this is one beer that knows what it does and does it well. Number 4, Pilsner Urquell. Famous as the world's first Pilsner, this is the benchmark by which all others are measured. And while many have tried to copy the original, none has come close to this perfect blend, whose recipe originated in 1842. Coming to us from the Czech Republic.
You could brew it, you could taste it, and your friends will be lucky about the taste of the beer.
This brew was distinguished by its clarity and golden hue, as well as its consistent quality.
A two-finger head. Nice job, Fred.
Though heavier and hoppier than other beers of this style, Pilsner Urquell changed the beer world forever by originating the golden lager.
Pilsner Urquell. To pravé bohatství.
Number 3, Newcastle Brown Ale.
Smooth, delicious Newport Brown Ale. One of my most favorite alcoholic beverages. That was acting.
Making its debut in Newcastle upon Tyne in 1927, this brown ale is considered the beer of the working man in its native UK. And though it had some competition from Double Diamond, we've stuck with Newcastle.
It's these hands that sift through bushels of hops and choose the perfect barley.
Concocted by Colonel Jim Porter after 3 years of experimentation, this is a light beer with sweet smells of caramel that are balanced by average bitterness.
Handcrafted by master brewers. And hand photoshopped by underpaid interns.
Whether you're finishing a long day of work or you see it as more of a trendy drink, this brew is a pour you won't forget.
Next cue card. Go, 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 go. Keep rolling.
Number 2, Heineken Lager Beer. Immensely popular all over the world, This pale Dutch Pilsner was a showstopper almost from day one.
At Heineken, we're extremely proud of the quality of our draft beer.
Taking home various awards, the company still boasts on its labels.
And finally, serve your Heineken draft beer on a Heineken branded coaster, with the logo facing the consumer.
By using purified water, in addition to other quality ingredients, such as the specially developed Heineken A yeast, Heineken is able to produce consummate clarity. With relatively high carbonation and a clear yellow color, it's also one of the most popular beers in Europe, with amateurs and aficionados alike. Before we pop the top on our number one pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Hey, would you like to sing Tao?
Dude, it's pronounced Qing Dao. It's okay, keep practicing.
Nie ma drugiego takiego pszenicznego piwa na świecie. Paulaner, pszeniczny z natury, ważony w Bawarii.
กินแล้วภาคภูมิใจเบียร์คนไทยทำเอง
Number 1. Guinness.
Hi there, I'm Fergal Murray, the Guinness Master Brewer. And everybody deserves a pint of Guinness that looks like this.
Ireland is home to Kilkenny and Harp, but nothing beats the famous Irish dry stout, Guinness.
Round up your mates for a Guinness.
Its distinctive flavor is marked by an almost burnt taste, which comes from roasted, unmalted barley.
They want to see this. They want to see it form. They want to see it settle.
Nearly black in color and thick in consistency, Guinness is able to offer drinkers a creamy white head by way of nitrogen, which blends with the beer as it's poured.
What is happening here is the nitrogen bubbles that are in solution are coming away from the beer.
A classic brew and one of the most famous beer brands on the planet. This stout just cannot be topped.
Oh, but look at that. Straight into the pub they go. That is lovely stuff. Textbook herding.
The luck of the Irish strikes again. Do you agree with our list? What's your favorite beer?
Superbock. Evides.